The concept of a Satanic New World Order seeking to control the population through the narrative of global warming is a notion that has garnered significant attention in recent years. This ideology posits that a group of powerful, elite individuals are manipulating the global warming agenda to usher in an era of totalitarian control, stripping citizens of their sovereignty and freedoms. At its core, the idea is that by creating a perceived crisis, this new world order can justify the implementation of draconian policies that would otherwise be unpalatable to the general population. Proponents of this theory argue that the Satanic New World Order, often associated with secret societies and global elites, is leveraging the fear of environmental catastrophe to push for a unified, one-world government. They contend that by peddling the notion of an impending climate disaster, these individuals can create a sense of urgency and panic among the masses, thereby paving the way for the imposition of restrictive measures under the guise of saving the planet. These measures might include stringent regulations on energy consumption, draconian taxes on carbon emissions, and even the redistribution of wealth on a global scale. One of the key strategies allegedly employed by this New World Order is the manipulation of scientific data and the promotion of climate alarmism. Critics argue that climate models are often based on flawed assumptions and that the emphasis on human activities as the primary cause of global warming ignores the role of natural climate variability. They suggest that the hype surrounding global warming serves to distract from real issues such as economic inequality, political corruption, and the erosion of civil liberties. Furthermore, the focus on individual actions, such as reducing plastic use or using public transport, diverts attention from the systemic changes needed to address environmental degradation, thereby maintaining the status quo of power and control. Another aspect of this narrative involves the role of international organizations and agreements such as the Paris Agreement, which aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Critics view such agreements as stepping stones towards a global governance structure that would supersede national sovereignty. They argue that these agreements often come with strings attached, such as the adoption of specific economic policies or the acceptance of global regulatory frameworks, which could undermine national autonomy and individual freedoms. Moreover, the push for renewable energy sources and the transition away from fossil fuels is seen by some as a ploy to control the means of production and dictate how resources are allocated. The emphasis on green technologies and sustainable development could, in this view, lead to the concentration of power in the hands of a few large corporations and governments, further disenfranchising local communities and small-scale producers. In conclusion, the notion that the Satanic New World Order is using global warming as a pretext to control the population is a complex and multifaceted theory. While it may seem conspiratorial at first glance, it reflects deep-seated anxieties about the concentration of power, the erosion of civil liberties, and the manipulation of information. Whether or not one subscribes to this particular narrative, it is undeniable that the issue of global warming has become a pivotal point of contention in contemporary political discourse. As such, it is crucial to approach this topic with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing both the urgent need to address environmental challenges and the potential for exploitation and manipulation by those in positions of power. Ultimately, fostering a more transparent, inclusive, and democratic approach to environmental governance is essential to addressing the root causes of our ecological crises, rather than merely serving the interests of a powerful elite.